Hi, I'm Jeff Gonzalez, president of Trident Concepts, and today I'm here with Brownells Daily Defense at the beautiful SIG Academy in New Hampshire to talk to you about group-paced instruction. So, group-paced instruction is just code for taking a shooting class. I love shooting classes. They are one of the funnest activities that I can do as a firearms trainer. And there's a lot of reasons why. But when you think about it from a perspective of, quality of content and delivery, you're looking at an immersion experience. Most classes are at least one day, full 8 hours of training, if not 2 days, and maybe even 3 days or more. So in that compressed time period, you're getting a lot of material. Sometimes it's like you're drinking from a fire hose, but you still get a lot of value from being in this type of class environment. One of the things that I like about that immersion experience is you get to develop practical momentum. So you might be introduced to a new skill, and it's one thing to kind of like take it all in and you're still trying to figure out how best to execute whatever that skill is. And maybe you don't get it on that first exposure. But in a class format, it's generally practice that you will repeat these different skills because repetition is one of the things that helps to develop the skill. So maybe you didn't get it in the first experience or first opportunity, but then it comes up in the afternoon, you get another opportunity to kind of dial it in, and then the next day you get more exposure to it. So that practical momentum is actually very valuable because a lot of times we'll see students that struggle in a shorter duration time period of instruction. But in these types of blocks, what ends up happening is that the shooter is able to kind of like self-correct. They're able to experience the changes in real time. So they may not understand the concept maybe the first go around, but the more they do it, they start to actually see in their mind's eye what they should be doing. And it's like they have this light bulb moment. And that's really hard to get outside of a class experience. Now, the other thing that's really valuable about this is that most of these classes are being offered by national level instructors that are well known within the industry. They travel throughout the country, they bring their services to various regions of the country to allow other people to have that experience. So you may find that you're able to receive some private instruction locally, and that's great because it builds a nice foundation. But you might also find that it's time to take your skill to the next level. And that's typically what you'll get inside of a class format is you're going to get a lot of challenges thrown at you. You're going to get a lot of opportunities to try to build your skill to that next level. You're going to get a lot of opportunity to learn from folks that have an elite level of experience that they're bringing to you. The curriculum is typically subject driven, meaning that, okay, this class at an intermediate level is designed to build your shooter speed and accuracy. So it's kind of narrow and focused to some extent, but yet the 2 days of immersion or the 3 days of immersion allow you to really dive into that subject and really start to advance that skill to a level that was much more difficult to achieve on your own or even through private instruction. But one of the things that I value the most about these group class formats is the camaraderie. When you get a whole bunch of folks that are all thinking the same thing, which is, hey, I want to get better. I want to learn more. I want to educate myself. And I'm going to attend this class with all these other people that are looking to do the same thing. It's great. You get to meet people from different backgrounds, different areas of the country, maybe even different experiences in life. And you get to build some relationships that are extremely valuable. And I have several students that have met one another in a class and have become such close friends that they literally travel together to visit other schools and train and practice in other locations. So that camaraderie is huge. One of the things that I talk about is I encourage students to exchange contact information with one another, because you might find somebody from the class that would make a great training partner, somebody that can kind of hold you accountable. Hey man, we haven't been to the range in a while, let's go. Or somebody that can actually help when it's maybe you're having a hard time remembering something from the class. You're like, I can't quite recall. He's like, oh no, I got it. I remember that. There's huge value in that camaraderie that you get from these class formats. The bottom line is that these class formats are designed to assess and advance your skills. And that's hard to get in any other kind of format. You might be able to get it in some other settings and there's some value to that, but from a big picture point of view, the ability to assess and advance your skills is great when you're looking at 8 hours, 16 hours, 24 hours of training. It's a phenomenal experience, and I encourage everybody at some point to kind of get outside of their comfort zone and take a risk, take a chance. You may find at first that may not sound like you want to do it. Oh, I don't know if I want to be around all those people. I don't know if my skills are up to par. I don't know if I want to maybe look like I don't know what I'm doing. I get it. Trust me. I've been there myself, as has everybody else that is in that class with you. But you would do yourself a disservice if you don't consider it. Because at some point when you do find the time and the energy to go to one of these classes, you're going to think back, why didn't I do this sooner? So these are just some of the advantages to a group class format. There are a lot of other ones, but these are the ones that I find to be the most valuable and the ones that I see repeated over and over and over again. And not just our classes, but some of my other peer instructors that I work with. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them down below. I'm Jeff Gonzalez. Until then, take care and stay safe.